Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRDN. Brian Winnikins, we are at the Wisconsin Cattlemen Association's annual winter conference here in Wisconsin Dells. And I am with Angie Horkin, and she is Director of Marketing with the Wisconsin Cattlemen's Association and the Beef Council. And we're going to talk about this today.
Yeah.
Beeftips.com, because my favorite time of the year is coming up, grilling season.
Grilling.
And
so do you only grill in the summer, or are you year-round griller?
I can't grill all year round, unfortunately.
Okay,
So
I refuse.
so now, for folks that want to do grilling when they're with steaks and all of that, there's so many different ways that you see online.
Yes.
But what's
And
the right
fancy
way?
ways,
What's
too.
the right way?
Now you can spend a lot of money on a fancy grill. You can spend a lot of money on like a smoker. I just have an easy gas grill, 3-burner gas grill. I prefer gas. Now my husband is a charcoal guy.
Yeah.
So we have both.
Gas.
We've got the
You
charcoal,
never use gas.
and I've got the gas. I do, because I don't have a lot of time. Gas is a lot quicker. Because to effectively be a good charcoal griller, you have to be patient, which a lot of people don't realize. Because we have one of those chimneys to start the charcoal, so we fill it, put a little newspaper on the bottom, let it go, let the flames come up. That'll take 5-10 minutes. Then dump out your coals. You need to wait, 15 minutes. Let them cool down a little bit. Let them get that gray, ashy color.
Uh-huh.
Spread them out. And a nice tip I like to tell people is to know when your charcoal's ready. Hold your hand a couple inches above the grill grate safely for 4 seconds. If you can hold it there for 4 seconds, you've got a medium heat. If you can only hold it there for a second, you've got to wait a little bit. Like wait 5 minutes and check it. If you can hold it there for 5, 6, 7 seconds, you might have waited too long. So add a little charcoal. Not very scientific way to check the heat, but it works.
Okay, but now to make the perfect steak, you got to sear it. So you need high heat.
I not with charcoal. I don't, because I don't know how. Well, if you sear them on a high heat, it's going to really char the outside with charcoal, and then the inside's going to be raw. So my gas grill, though, if we go to gas, I do, if it's a thick steak, 1.5 inch, 2 inches, sear it definitely on a high heat. Give it a minute on each side. Turn that temperature down to even low, and then let it cook a couple minutes, 5 minutes, and you're good. Now, don't forget your meat thermometer. Your oven safe, or actually your instant read is best for grilling. You want the little face. You can get them right in the supermarket, $4 or $5. And most supermarkets in the summer will have them in the meat department because they know we need them.
Mm-hmm.
But use that meat thermometer. So insert it into the side of the steak horizontally. And now how do you like your steak?
I like mine medium.
Okay, medium. So that'd be more like a 160 degrees final temperature. So you want to pull those steaks off the grill at 150, even 155. Let them rest. I'm a medium rare, so I pull mine off at like 135. Let them rest. You could tent them loosely with foil, on the counter. 10 minutes, 5 minutes is even fine. A bigger cut, I'd wait 15, 20 minutes. Let it rest
15, 20 minutes for a bigger cut of meat?
Yeah,
really? Why so long?
In the holidays, doing the prime rib and the
Yes.
tenderloin, the big prime rib, I pull it out 135, tent it with foil, let it set 20 minutes. Because how it's cooking is the juices are boiling, and that's what's doing the cooking. So you take it out of the oven, the juices are boiling, and your steak too, it's boiling after you pull it off the grill, and you go and you slice it, those juices run out of the steak or the roast onto your cutting board or your plate. You let it rest. The juices all settle back into their pockets where they live, and then when you slice into your steak or your roast, they stay in there.
Okay.
So you'll know when you slice in too fast, you got your juices on your plate. But then you get a nice piece of crusty bread and you soak them up.
Well, exactly. Well, that is kind of the best part. Now, of course, there's always I've seen these on Facebook and social media, different ways of cooking your meat, different temperatures, rare, medium, medium, medium well, and then well done. And normally well done has, don't do that, or
We don't recommend it.
you're bad, or
Well,
whatever,
yeah,
that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Go to McDonald's, it says on there something silly like that. But my girlfriend likes
it well done. Yeah.
So how can is there really any way I can make it where it's not, a piece of shoe leather? Because that's, to me, if I ever have gotten a well done on accident, it's like yuck.
you usually go past that point of where you cook the juices out. Have you heard of sous vide?
Sous vide? No.
No. So I did a whole month of sous vide recipes, and we have a recipe collection on the website,
Okay.
beeftips.com. It's SOUSVIDE, sous vide, and it's a wand. And they've actually been using it for a long time in food service, and I think chefs will sous vide their steaks, or you can do chicken breasts, or even salmon, fish fillets. You cryovac it, or put it in a Ziploc bag, get the air out, and then put them in water. And the sous vide wand is actually controls the temperature of the water.
Wow.
So, like a medium rare steak, well, let's say you're going for a steak, 170. Okay, set the water at 160, 170, and then put your steaks in there. Now, it's not a fast method. I think you need to let them simmer like in there an hour. But what that sous vide wand does, it cooks that steak or whatever piece of meat you have in there to that temperature. And it's cryovac, so you don't lose your juices. So
Okay.
you pull it out, then you can sear it. Sear it in a nice pan to get that caramelization on the outside. Might be the best way to have a 170
Okay.
degree steak. But it's a little investment, a little time.
All right.
Oh,
Well, it
yeah.
is summer grilling season.
Yeah.
I'm, the never-ending battle, charcoal versus gas. I'm a
Right.
charcoal guy. Now, what's your favorite piece of meat? What's your favorite steak?
Okay, to go out to eat, I always order a filet,
Okay.
like in a restaurant.
Okay. Fillets.
I always
Yep.
order a filet.
I'm a T-bone.
My husband's a ribeye, or prime rib.
Yeah, or prime rib. T-bone or prime rib for me, or a porterhouse. I will have a porterhouse too.
I always order a filet because we don't have fillets at home, because when we process our beef, we get T-bones, so it's
Yeah.
in there. But at home, I guess, I kind of like doing a big sirloin because my family loves so much steak.
Now
They
you,
eat a lot.
Now you bring,
So-
you bring. Okay, so let's talk about that for just a second. For some of those other steaks, like the sirloins and all that are like the ribeyes or the T-bones or things like that. So how can you make those so that they're not? Because it's not the same. When we've had sirloin, it's like it's okay,
Yeah.
but
I season it up really good. I do some Lowry, some seasoned salt, some garlic, some lemon pepper. Season it up, let it sit like half hour, and then I just do it nice and medium heat on the grill. But I do like sirloin, medium rare.
Okay.
So, but sirloin's versatile. It should be tender, but I think if you do overcook it, you might lose a little bit of tenderness. It's not as tender as a ribeye or a strip, but a nice medium rare. It's perfectly tender, and then it's versatile. You could chunk it up, make kebabs. You could strip it up, put it in a stir fry. We just eat it as steak.
some great advice, and you can get it all at beeftips.com. We're at the annual Wisconsin Cattlemen's Association convention. I'm Brian Winnikins here on WRDN.